Brother Rocco
Good
Bowen,
morning.
what's up?
Not much, my brother. Blessed morning. Blessed morning. What's up, man?
Same old, just trying to pull as much information from the big jock himself. What's going
Yeah.
on?
Well, I want to start by saying, Mr. Congratulations, Mr. Awardee.
Oh, Jesus. Man, come on, man. Knock that
Co-
off now, man.
Congratulations. I googled that guy. That's a pretty important guy in Canada. I want to say huge congratulations to all your hard work from Thistledown, Ohio, Woodbine Entertainment, Bridgetown, Barbados, Garson, Savannah, and you know, all your interviews that you've done and from scratch you came from. And a big congratulations, Derek, because when it's on the other hand, you're always congratulating people. So I think we should take the time now and congratulate you for your well job, well effort, and professionalism that you always bring to the table.
Hey, hey, I appreciate it, man. Donald Moore, that guy, he did a lot. And seriously, I'm happy to hear that you Google him because that's all I've been trying to get people to do. Really, is just to Google to see the amount of work that guy has done in 104 years old. 104 years. That's no 102 or 104. He lived to 102, I think, or 104. I can't remember.
I think it was
But
102.
that's a lot of life.
That's a,
102. A lot
that's
of
a, that's
life, man.
that's a lot of blessings and a lot of mornings, a lot of nightfalls, a lot of juke, man. And if we could get as half as intelligent as that guy, I think we'd be okay, man.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So let's get right into it, man. Congratulations on your win the other day down at Churchill Downs. You kind of shocked the board. You showed up there with one ride. Who the hell does that? Show up with one ride. You so boastful in terms of you can show up there with one mount and get it done.
Well, as the name Darwin gave me, the nomadic man. I guess only the nomadic man could do that, right? And it's kind of special that I done it on Mother's Day for my mom. She's in the back seat right now while we on Roadkill Part 2. Her boyfriend's in the front seat, Sean Waterman, and we making our second week back to Baltira, and we on Roadkill number 2 trip, man. There's no Roadkill in Churchill this week, but we're gonna come back and try to get some Roadkill in Thistle Downs tomorrow, man. So, it may be a two bagger this week, two racetracks in 24 hours, but in those three racetracks in 72 hours. But it was quite an accomplishment last week. Three tracks, three states. Um, over 12 hours I drove. Over, when you add it
Wow.
all together. My mom, her boyfriend got to see a lot of different racetracks. We did a lot of different things. We stayed at an Airbnb. I'm really not too familiar with those. I always usually stay at hotels or, crash with someone. But, it's mom's in town, so we did something different. And it's been a good 2 weeks, man. And here we go again, Belterra. Like, one thing we always try to preach to, the younger folks and all different cultures. Like, you got to keep working, man. Like, last week, people are like, oh, you're going to breaks because you had a big one at Churchill or you had 7 wins last week from 11 rides. But, that's last week. New money this week and got to stay on the grind.
Man, I gotta tell you, you're one thing I like about your rock, you're not scared to make that move. You know what I'm saying? And if you think there's an opportunity there, you're not gonna let uh like something like distance or a unfamiliar territory stop you from taking that chance because you gotta do it. You gotta go. You never know where that's gonna go. And
Nah,
that's good on you.
you know, um, it all spirals back to when I start riding in Emerald, man. I remember asking Darwin, and you feel I'm ready for California yet? The first thing he told me, he's like, I don't think so, Jock. And it was a straight answer like Darwin, and kind of broke my heart a little bit. I thought I was ready, and he let me know I wasn't ready. But then when I did make the jump to California, he went from telling me I was not ready to telling me he hopes I pick back up the phone and tell him that I'm not going to come back to Emerald this summer because I'm staying in California. Unfortunately, that never happened. I branched off, I moved to the Midwest. But now I pick up the phone and I'm going to call him today and bust some news to him. I'm going to, we always play with it on the live. I'm going to be making a big jump this Friday through Sunday again. Waiting on entries to come out today and So I'll keep everybody thinking, and they'll see where that big jump is. But everything's connecting, and my agent connect to the trainer, and all systems is go for Friday through Sunday, and we see how long this big jump goes and what position it puts us in. But I'm pretty sure it's a jump that you wanted to see for a long time. Darwin already know about the jump. It's just a matter of time today and tell him, D, entries are out, bro. Go take a look at them. Check the nomadic man, see what the nomadic man is.
I'm excited too. I can't wait to take a peek at them too as well. I know that today you're going out to Belterra. You got two mounts today, right?
Yeah, I got 2 months today. People may say, oh, he gets driving for $19,900 purse, but today is like bragging rights. Like I said it in the text message between me and you last night. It's like bragging rights and like in the Barbados Gold Cup for a whole year. Who day beats me last year in a mile and a quarter at Mahoning. I won the mile and a quarter the year before with fair and square. So it's a rematch today between the both big dogs, the big top, not Arkansas, gonna be called Arkansas, Ohio bred, Ohio bred horses. Of course, I'm riding for my boss Tim Ham. And
So you
coming back,
you got
level
like,
playing field, both off a layoff.
I would say it sounds like you have like some kind of internal rivalry going on down there.
Yeah. We got a big internal rivalry today. There's a prep race for the stake in 4 weeks. So although the purse is small, it's like a stake race, and hopefully the 2-horse race, which it looks like on paper. And we're gonna make it fun, But the bigger picture is the stake on Ohio Bred Day. I'm not saying I'm gonna ease up and let that horse win, but I what I'm saying today is not the goal. Today is the goal to turn tables on him. But if it's gonna cause me to use up my horse too much come state day in a month time, that's the goal. I'll get to the bottom of him then if I have to. But it's a nice rematch today. It's a nice rematch. I'm just as pumped today for last week's road trip. I was a little more pumped for Churchill. I won't lie. I had some unfinished business. I haven't won a race at Churchill for 3 years, and you know, people say, "Oh, he only wins at the smaller tracks," or I had a cold winter, but it was a real redeeming time and to win with my mom at Churchill. The first time she stepped foot at Churchill, and it was big last week, man. I didn't cry. I didn't cry. I almost cried, but I didn't cry.
Yeah,
But it was huge.
you handled that pretty good. Like when you came back to the winner's circle, it looks like like you'll be winning there all year. It just looked that way. So, uh, pretty proud of you for going up there and doing what you do, man. That took some balls. I know your mom in the back seat, and we speak like that, but it took some balls to do stuff like that, bro.
Yeah, huge move, man. You met Corey, my agent, Corey Hayes. I was really adamant to him how much I wanted to win at Churchill on Sunday, and he know how much it meant to me. His wife was outside. I could be wrong. I think she was doing some gardening, getting the garden ready for the summer. And she heard Corey. Corey was like Darwin that day. Corey was switching sticks on top of the couch, and he got into it. Corey. Corey's a real laid back guy. For him to get on the couch and start riding like Darwin, it was a serious time. It was a serious time. And for Corey to get his first win at Churchill as an agent too, it was a big moment for all of us. It was a really big moment. And Corey found the race for the horse, had to get the horse going in Mahoning. We won on in Mahoning, but it tickled down. The race won't go. So Corey found an easier spot, believe it or not, in Churchill than Thistle Downs, and we got the job done.
Wow, you know that's pretty awesome. But I hope his wife took some video because I would love to see Corey riding a horse like a jockey. That would be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's true, man. I was gonna ask him if the wife took a video, but I'm pretty sure he can relive the moment. And if we ask him for a skip to do over, then we get our own video. Then we can have something like that because I think it's a memorable moment to him that he remember how much time he switched his stick and stuff down the lane when he was riding.
Hey man, so you got 2 rides today. You're pretty pumped going off of last week, and I can't wait to see the entries today, Rock. I'm gonna have a peek. You got me excited now too as well, man. I'm pretty sure people watching is gonna want to know what the hell is Rocco Bowen talking about. So
Yeah,
I'm really curious to know what it is
but
you're talking about, bro.
it's really on a DL. You know, only 3 people know, 4 people. Sean, my mom, my brother Barack's, and Mr. D Clark himself, and the trainer that put it all together. So it's a tight. Not that we kept it tight niche, but we you know how things happen. And the trainer reached out to my agent. So apparently my agent is doing something good, and I'm doing something right at the right timing. So like you say, I'm not scared to take opportunity, and that's never opportunity I would try to take. But I gotta watch how I juggle it because my bread and butter is Ohio, and I can't mess that up. That's what feeds my family. That's what feeds Corey's family. That's what keeps me happy winning races in Ohio. So
Oh,
I gotta take care of my business here. But I'm grateful for the opportunity that was presented to me that hopefully turn into bigger and better things, man.
well, I'm happy for you, man. And I'll be going right to my desk right now, going to the computer, and I'm gonna pop it up right now and see what the hell you're talking about. Don't spoil it by telling me because I just want to be excited all alone watching.
But you guys can't sit at your computer. You gotta keep hitting the refresh button. You gotta keep hitting the refresh button. But anyway, after 12 o'clock, 12:30 our time, you can start hitting the refresh button. The entry should be out by 1:30. The latest entry should be out. So when you see 12 o'clock, get start hitting the refresh button because that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm telling you right now, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Get hitting the refresh button on my Echo Base thing. You know.
Speaking of refresh, thanks for the morning interview. It got me pumped. It got me kind of refreshed too as well. As I go into my day job. So I'm feeling excited right now just for the rest of the next 8 hours just to make this happen, man. I can't wait to speak to you later, maybe this afternoon or this evening.
Yeah, whenever you finish work, D, remember you say you got to keep that job. I got to keep my Ohio job so we can keep the roadkill lives going, and like you say, we got 11 minutes. We got 12 minutes and 23 seconds. Like I said, you want to keep that job so, we can just keep it short and keep the public guessing. And we doing that a part 2 skit after work for both of us.
All right, my brother. Thanks for doing this so early in the morning. I know this is like prime time for you, but for me, this is really early. I'm just trying to struggle to get out here now.
Yeah, I could see you're still struggling a little bit. The Rock's wide awake. I done have my 2 eggs from Starbucks, and I'm just pumped today. My boss is in town too from Tampa, from Florida, so I'm pretty pumped about that. I haven't seen him since last winter, so I'm pretty pumped about my boss being in town today in Belterra too.
All right, my bro. Listen, good luck today, man. I hope you get there in the winner's circle and do some big things.
Thank you, my bro. Appreciate your time, and we'll chat in a little bit, huh?
All right. Nice talking
Safe
to you.
travels. All
All
right.
right.
Respect always.